3 league games into the season, 1 League Cup tie, transfer window not closed yet. How do you see it?
I think when Chris says that the window has been underwhelming, I think that's being pretty optimistic. I think it's been a pretty poor window. I mean, I'm now looking at the final days of the transfer window and scrambling around to get the squad back to where it was 6 months ago. That to me is not a successful transfer window. They've spent money on maybe about 15 million quid, another few in the way, on guys who have got potential and could go on to become very good players for Celtic and make a lot of money in the future. But in terms of the here and now, they haven't improved their squad. When all the talk at the end of last season, when Ange Postecoglou was there, was about taking the club to the next level, competing in Europe. When Brendan Rodgers was appointed, the same talk about competing in Europe, making a fist of the Champions League. Well, they haven't really backed that up over the summer because they haven't brought in the recruits that allow them to do that. And listen, they might bring in 3, 4, 5 guys in the next couple of days, but to be scrambling around at this stage to get those guys in, and the Champions League starts in 3 weeks, it just seems like they've kind of squandered the summer to me.
Chris, Craig, can I just add to that? Can I just add to that a little bit? The issue is, as far as I can see it, is that Brendan Rodgers has, and why there seems to be a lot of fans who are unhappy, and I think and unsettled as well because they're unsure about the club, how they're going to perform this season. But the issue is Brendan Rodgers has taken over from a position of strength. And if you want to compare that to Ange Postecoglou, and when he first arrived, he took over from a position of weakness, and there had to be patience. But in many respects, Celtic should not be in this position from when Brendan took over, because Mick's absolutely bang on. All the talk was when Brendan took over is making the next step in the Champions League. And it looks like Celtic are in a race to compete in the Scottish Premiership this season at this moment in time. I mean, I was looking forward to the Champions League draw. I think it's on Thursday, a couple of weeks ago. But now you're looking at this Celtic squad, thinking, well, is this squad capable of actually getting a point in the Champions League, competing in the Champions League? And let's get it right, at this moment in time, it doesn't look that way. Now, of course, things can change and change quickly in football, but we all know that this Celtic squad at this moment in time, and Brendan's admitted it himself, is that they are weaker than last season, and that's a big issue. That should never have been the case.